back with another video. Okay, so today I'm doing a client mediumship reading. So her question is, remind me your question.
What does the dream about the house symbolize?
Okay, what does the dream about the house symbolize? So this is kind of like a dream interpretation reading. So this will be very
Yeah.
insightful. So even if it's not as literal, we're going to really be looking into like what the hidden messages are. So definitely have something to write and take notes with.
Okay.
Okay. So I've already prayed over the cards, called on the positive ancestors. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. Let's get it. Okay. So I'm going to be pulling from my Supernatural Self Oracle deck, Mysteries of the Universe, Mediumship Oracle. So first and foremost, I'm going to see who's the ancestor that wants to step forward to share this message. So let's see, who's this that wants to step forward regarding this dream about the house. The first song is Wesley's Theory by Kendrick Lamar. I'm going to shuffle it. Gemini coming up. Okay.
Tom, which is a nook and which Annie? That's a nook.
All right, Genuine, none of your friends' business. Okay, who's this that wants to step forward for her? Caribbean ancestors coming up. Barbados, your spirit guides are always with you. Claire, you get that card all the time with this lady
I
with this
do.
afro. Stepping forward. Puerto Rican Caribbean ancestry. Okay, the Caribbean is coming out. Choctaw.
I've gotten Choctaw before.
Yeah, I know you gotten that one before. I was about to say that one comes up quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these are heavy, like ancestral cards. Spirit guides are with you. So what's coming up again, which I know this came up for you before, but the outdoor
Mm-hmm.
oasis. Remember that when I was talking to
Yep.
you about the oasis? Yeah, that's coming up again because this card right here. That's the same
Yep.
ambiance. And you see the orbs? That's letting you know
Uh-huh.
it's a lot of spirit guides around you, which is
Wow.
really good because that's not just saying there's a lot of spirit activity. They're saying spirit guides, meaning those are like
Mm-hmm.
elevated spirits, high vibrational. So with them stepping forward with this heavy ancestry,
Mm-hmm.
this is interesting because the word that's coming up for me is like identity.
Uh-huh.
So this has something to do with like your identity. So that's what this message is going to be about in reference to this dream. Also,
Mm-hmm.
emphasis on the third eye chakra. She has like this symbol that she has on her third eye. I would definitely recommend you to try this out. It's like
Uh-huh.
a swirl. Anytime I see that, I love that symbol actually. Anytime I see that, I always think of like, the infinity symbol it represents like infinity,
Yes.
never ending. That's kind of what
Mm-hmm.
that gives me. That card gives me that same vibe. I mean, that symbol gives me that same energy. So definitely draw that symbol on your paper and
Okay.
put the word infinity. Okay.
Okay.
Also with the braids, I think I might have told you this before, but like somebody is like very particular with the hair. So natural hair is really good. It's funny because you have the two ponytails right now. And that's
Yeah.
what I was just about to say because I just looked at the camera good and I'm like, okay, so yeah. So whoever this is definitely your frequency. Um,
Yeah.
okay. So let me see, because I looked at the bottom of the deck. Victim to gun violence. So I'm not gonna pull that card out, but let's see. Because they're trying to talk about something. Okay, so identity. See, okay. Who is this stepping for? Let's first figure out who we're talking to. Have you done your shadow work? 35 to 55 years old. Oh, I think this is somebody who didn't get an opportunity to do shadow work.
Mm.
I feel like a real. Why does this feel like a masculine energy? And sometimes when I feel like that strong womanly energy that feels like kind of masculine, I always call it divine feminine energy. But this energy
Uh-huh.
feels very masculine. But it's a woman.
Wow.
So yeah, that kind of gives me like this is somebody who is like in I don't want to call it survival mode, but anytime you see a woman like that into her masculine energy, that's usually what it is.
Yeah.
Like whether she has money or not. So that's
Mm-hmm.
coming up. So write survival mode down.
Okay.
Let's see. What is what's just coming up? Latino, Hispanic ancestry, which would make sense because you have the Puerto Rican here. Whoa, the cards just flew on the floor. All right, more ancestry cards. More Native American.
Wow.
Then you got Cuban, Caribbean ancestry. God, dog. Died from suicide. Okay, this is making sense. Look, victim to gun violence. This came out again. Remember I said I wasn't going to pull this out?
Uh-huh. And it came back out.
And it came back out. So this lets me know, okay, let me where's my pendulum? Because I need to make sure before I just say this person committed suicide. But this is what it's giving. Because you have pills here, then you also have victim to gun violence. So let's get some more clarification. Very heavy energy here.
Wow.
These flags even look similar.
They do.
That's interesting. Let me get my pendulum. Okay. All right. To this woman who's stepping forward, are you saying that you committed suicide? Yes or no? Yes or no? No. Okay. That's good to know. Okay. Were you saying that you've been shot before? Yes or no? Yes. Wow. Okay.
Um,
So she's been shot. She didn't commit suicide. I feel like this has something to do with a man because this song
mm,
is making me feel like that. It's none of your
yep.
friends' business. Like somebody very secretive. Let me ask her.
Yep.
Let's ask her. Is there anything you want to say about a man as it relates to this gun violence? Is there anything you want to say about that? That could be a Pisces, water element. Look, masculine energy, assertive, protect, provide, action, aggressive. Yeah, man. Look, what did I just tell you?
You
Manifesting
did.
lack and financial limitations. So this is that pop. Remember, I was saying the poverty mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So now we got to figure out: is this a man in her life or is it her? I know she was in masculine energy, but then it's like I'm asking her about this man, and I'm asking what's the energy coming up for him. So you have the masculine coming up. There was a man present. He could have been a Pisces or a
Uh-huh.
water sign, manifesting lack and financial limitations, no lack, obstacles, poverty mindset. So yeah, this kind of gives me that was this man in her life. Give me more insights into this man. Clear smelling, clear smelling. Air element communication. Yeah, this person write a petition. Hmm. Let me ask. I'll pull from the tarot. Give me insights into this man. What was his energy? Okay, this is the Queen of Wands, reverse, self-respect, self-confident, introverted, selfishness, jealousy, and insecurity. Okay. And so this is given he got masculine, I mean, he got feminine tendencies. So it's like the roles
Mm.
are reversed. Because I'm asking for him, and then it says Queen of Wands reversed. But when I asked, I can't remember how I worded the question, but I didn't
Uh-huh.
really specify. Like, I think I just said talk about the man, and that's when the masculine energy comes up. So it was
Uh-huh.
these three cards, which honestly could go for this woman because this was like exactly what I was saying. So it kind of feels like the roles are reversed in this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. What is it that what is it like, why are y'all stepping forward? Like, what is the point of you stepping forward in reference to this particular dream? Mental, here we go. The man. Now it's coming out. So there's like, okay, they're speaking on like a generational curse of like the men leading, but not being the actual leader. So it's like kind of like women are
Mm.
being led astray by men, which feels very frustrating for me right now. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
assuming that's how she would feel. Because you
Yeah.
have this woman with all this knowledge and wisdom and then this ancestral spiritual power. But then you
Mm-hmm.
have a man that's kind of just like, he's a strong person because you have the firm foundation card. So, yes, the
Mm-hmm.
basic needs were met, but it's like either he has mental health issues. Because I do feel like this person was abusive. And since we get the air sign cards, communication. So, this could be like a verbally abusive person.
Wow.
So let me see, was he the one to commit suicide? Because I don't see where the suicide comes into play. Was this man the one that committed suicide? Yes or no? Maybe. Was this man the one that committed suicide? You brought suicide up. It's not you, so was it him? Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. So now I'm thinking back to the dream. You were talking about it was like an emphasis on stuff. Like it's stuff in the house that needs to be taken out the house.
Yeah, like the house, basically like the house, because of course, in my dream, it wasn't like a real house that we stayed in real life, but my family, my immediate family, which like involved my sisters and my siblings and my mom and dad,
Mm-hmm.
and they kept saying like, "Oh, we got to go." Because it seemed like the house, wherever the house was, we would have to drive not far, far, but not, it wasn't like right down the street. So we would have to go there, but every time, like, they would have to remind me, like, you got some stuff in there, and then I would immediately think, like, oh, it's a lot of stuff, but I
Mm.
really don't want to. I really don't want to go to that house.
It's sounding. I don't know if you're hearing yourself, but to me, it seems like it's almost like you're seeing her life through your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you saw your actual family, that could have just been like showing you that she was around her family. So
Yeah.
going to okay, I'm just gonna put it like this. So as far as the home itself, with him coming up, showing up as the firm foundation, and what I said about him supplying the basics, but like
Yeah.
just like a survival mode type of thing. So he kind of feels like, I don't want to say home, but he's like the masculine. He's the one that's like kind of keeping everything like afloat. So
Yeah.
what I'm gonna assume, since they're talking about a suicide, I'm gonna assume that maybe that took place at the home
Yeah.
and you're seeing things through her eyes. So it's like, I don't want to go back there. So I think that you're kind of seeing what she was experiencing. Because it, remember, I was asking you, like, is it a procrastination type of thing, or was it
Yeah.
something else? So that's kind of what it feels like to me. Like, there was something that took place. Because remember, the mental conflict. This is like mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
Because look, it says the spirit is speaking on suicide, the act of intentionally taking one's own life. They are letting you know this is how they passed away. Symptoms may vary, but can include feelings of hopelessness, withdrawal, depression, and low vibrations. Keep that word withdraw in mind.
Okay.
Let me show you this masculine card. What does that say?
Withdrawn emotionally. And you know what? And that's kind of like in the in the dream, I really didn't want to think about it because when I thought about the house and I pictured the house and saw the furniture still in the house, it was like there was a sadness, and I didn't understand
Mm,
why there was a sadness there.
yeah,
Because I'm like,
that's
if we're
exactly it.
moving, yeah, like if we're moving, because in my head I'm thinking like if we're moving, that mean okay, it's just time to move on. But yeah, that makes a lot
Yeah.
of sense.
Yeah, it's a lot of it was a lot of like heavy type of energy that you
Yeah.
felt, which would make
Mm-hmm.
sense because it's kind of like,
Yep.
why don't I want to go back? Yeah, this would definitely make somebody not want to go back to a home. Like, can you understand that? Like being in the
Yep.
that mind frame, like that's really scary.
Yeah, like
Um,
and that explains why.
yeah, the stuff. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. It's like an emphasis on the stuff. So make sure you write that down. Emphasis on the stuff, and put the stuff in like parentheses or quotes,
Okay.
because the stuff, it kind of felt like, I don't want to use the word baggage, but it's like if I put myself in those shoes, I wouldn't want to bring nothing that has that energy of death or suicide or anything that would remind me of that person, especially somebody that was verbally abusive, somebody that
Mm-hmm.
lived in a poverty mindset. It's almost like, because it seems like the way you were describing it's like, no, I'm fine. I just don't want to go back to that house. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
It's like you
And
were
and then
okay.
you said you didn't want to use baggage, but that's what I've been thinking, baggage.
Baggage. Write that
Yep.
word down next to the stuff. So let's see. I definitely, we're not going to talk to the man, but I want to see what this woman is, what her message is. Why was she, obviously, we've already talked about how, like, when you're like a natural medium, like spirits are going to come to you. You already know that. You understand that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the dreams, they're just like, it's kind of like an introduction to a person or to a spirit. Like, this is who
Mm-hmm.
I am. This is my story. So I believe that this would be somebody new because we haven't heard. Has anybody stepped forward talking about suicide?
No, but I will say, as far as like when I pull cards from your deck, the mediumship deck, the gun violence has come out several times, and I was a little confused about it. And then the suicide one has came
Mm.
out.
Yeah, that gun violence one threw me off because the reading that we did when I was telling you about the house parties and stuff,
Yeah.
and when that actually came to pass, not in that exact way, but that kind of freaked me out because it reminds me. It kind of makes me think back to when we first started talking to your grandpa, and he was just talking about justice and all
Yeah.
these like heavier type of things, and it's like, hmm, pay attention to like these spirits that's stepping forward, or like even when you lose somebody, it's always like a heavy energy, like with your cousins, like
Mm-hmm.
Curtis' brother, like all of that stuff is very like emotionally draining. But I think the only reason that, I don't want to say it's happening to you, because it's not really happening to you, it's just you're like witnessing it.
Yeah.
I think that's for a reason. I think because you're very strong spiritually, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not anything that you have to just do, it's just how you are, which is a
Yeah.
it's a strong gift. So documenting these things and like the different stories, that's, the
Yeah.
dreams, meditations, readings, all of these things have to be documented. And that's why,
Yeah.
because this is your gift. So it's a good way to keep things, documented for your own, sake or whatever. And then you can go back and look, if somebody's stepping forward in the reading, it sounds familiar, you can always go back and look at your notes to see like the
Yeah.
correlation.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try to talk to her and try to get like a name from her.
Okay.
Um, I kind of want to ask more about her story, but I kind of got a headache when I was just talking about that. So I
Uh,
wondered if things got better for her. Like that's what's coming to my mind. Like I wonder if things got better for her because it feels like not helplessness, but it's like when that happened, that was like the worst, the worst that could happen. Not in the sense of I lost the love of my life. It's in the sense of what is she saying? It's kind of she's not saying it. It's just like I'm trying to feel what she's feeling, and it feels to me like it's just time to move on. Like it doesn't feel like emotions are really tied up in it. You know how you can get sick of somebody before y'all even break up or like
yeah.
that's what it's giving. Like she just like, child, okay, anyways. Like I know that shit ain't funny, but it's like she was just tired of him. Like,
But I think everybody's been there. Everybody can
okay.
relate.
Yeah, we can
Yep.
definitely relate. It's just like get the fuck on. I mean, and I think
Like,
she's like a very spiritual. She feels very spiritual to me, and so
mm-hmm.
it's like you know how sometimes when you spiritual, you say things you don't mean it literally. You just mean like I just
Mm-hmm.
want them to get the fuck on, like get out my face. I don't want them to get off the face of the earth. Like,
But just get away from
yeah,
around me.
just get away from me. Like I don't want that energy. So for
Yeah.
me, I would just say before even pulling cards, I do feel like it got better for her because she felt free. So let's see. How do you feel? How did you feel after that took place? After he committed suicide? What happened next for you? I'm sorry, I
Oh
cannot.
wow.
Ma'am. Cheers. I'll cheers to that. Wait a minute.
Oh my
She
god.
cutting up. Uh,
You
the
hit the
cheers.
nail on the head with that one.
I kid you
Oh
not.
yeah.
And then the green. The green.
Yep.
Green. She got a new man. I cannot. Oh my God. So she's saying she got somebody that was capable.
Wow.
That is not funny. Okay, so what I will say about this, she got somebody that was mentally strong because you see the sun
Mm-hmm.
here. So this lets me know like this sun is shining like on his head area. That lets me know this is somebody very well balanced and very mentally strong, which is like the opposite of like what she experienced, right?
Yep.
So that just goes to show like things do get better even when they feel like it's impossible to get over. Like something so traumatic can happen, but literally you can't keep going. So I think that's one of her messages. It's
Wow.
kind of like she's saying like there's light at the end of the tunnel. That's kind of like the
Mm-hmm.
quote I'm picking up on. Um, and then also like a message of self-worth. Okay, this is a self-identity. So what she was talking about with that. With this
Mm-hmm.
green showing up, this is talking about the heart chakra. She said her heart remained open, not for that man, but her heart remained open. That's why she was able to find love again. That's why she was able to kind of start over on a more solid foundation. Because you remember with the card that came up for him, you got the root chakra card right here.
Uh-huh.
But it's like it was a false sense of security. It's somebody who's
Yeah.
kind of like mentally still a child. And she doesn't really blame him because she said she knew he was kind of mentally ill when she met him. I think she was
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the same kind of terminology, but I think she was probably attracted to the I don't want to call it toxicity about him,
Mm-hmm.
but you know how like we can be as women sometimes. It's kind of that's more interesting, especially when you're younger. It's more interesting to date somebody that kind of acts crazy or whatever. But
Yeah.
when it really comes out, it's the shit ain't fun, you know?
You know.
So that's what she's saying about that. Anything else? Oh, let me play the music again. Let's see what the energy is now that she after that took place. Get a different 6-inch sub every day for $4.99 each, only at Subway. I started All Nation Restoration to help people. Chase for business is literally what it says in the name. It is Chase. Okay, Cass, Spotty Oddy, Dopalicious. That's a mouthful, but you could just put
It is.
Outcast. Outcast, Spotty Oddy. I love this song though.
I do too.
So for this song to come up as she's talking about this man, look on the bottom of the deck, accelerated motion. This happened quick.
Wow.
Like You would almost thought they knew each other already. I'm curious. She might have already known him. This is
Yeah, in the past
juicy.
life.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
well,
in
she
real
might have knew
life.
him in real life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
real life. That's what it's giving.
Yep.
Like somebody, either somebody around. Because look at this card. This is like a young version. Then look here. He has hair. He looks older.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah, but he's stable. It says harmony. Look at the hands coming together. It's like partnership. Cheersing, celebrating life, celebrating the fruits of our labor. This feels very refreshing to me. Okay.
Because in the Spotty Yachty song, don't they say something about change?
Change. Let me see. Because it's not a lot of I can't remember. We'll see
I,
once it comes on.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Have you got this song before?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely it might say something like that. Because they about to start see, because this song is mostly like just like ad libs and
It is
instrumental.
ad libs.
But like towards the middle he starts talking. So
Yeah.
definitely write down any keywords. Let me see. I'm gonna pull some more cards while you listen. Anything else coming up for this new lover? Patience. Love begins.
Wow.
Awareness. Yes. This is a spiritual strong, like that's what I mean by circle around the head area. He
Yep.
got it going on mentally. Memories of love. So showing her doing some healing after losing that man. But look, it's green. So this shows me this man is he's like a safe space for her. It's like
Yeah.
how do you grieve a man that you spent half of your life with when you're with a person that comes into your life and makes so many changes for the positive? But this man didn't judge her. He allowed her the space and the time to heal, which is really good.
Wow.
Patience and planning. All of these cards are positive.
They are.
Every single last one of them. Patience, patience and planning. Love begins, awareness. So this is somebody that has known her. Like he definitely knew her. Because awareness, it's like a celebration when they got together. So let me see what else she's saying. Anything else that you want to share? Okay, she had two kids with the man who committed suicide, and then there's a son with the new man. Yeah, there's just one son with the new man, and I believe that this man was like into farming. The new
Mm-hmm.
man.
Is there a green? Can you see a green oil on my face?
Let me see. Yes. Was it on your forehead area?
Well, it's really by my jaw at this point. I'm
It's
moving.
that light that's flashing like towards your forehead.
Oh, I see.
You see it? It's like on your middle
Yep.
part, kinda. Yeah, it's green.
Yeah.
That's funny because you got hella green
Wow.
cards. No cap. Okay, let me see. Okay, I feel like during this time it was like a juke joint type of time. So I'm hearing like
Mm.
going out. So she would still go out and stuff like that. That's where she runs into him because that's what this whole
Mm-hmm.
song is talking about, basically.
Yeah.
It's kind of like his experience of her. I just feel somebody he thinks very highly of her, which is good. But it's just like a man that knows what he has. So that's good. I don't even think it's much to this story besides like a happy ending because you do have the rainbow,
Yeah.
which represents like things working out.
Mm-hmm.
So now, okay, so this is a It's interesting because every time I say it's when a spirit step forward, they step forward because they have things in common with you. So she's like wanting, even though you don't have the same exact story, she's wanting you to just reflect on your journey, and she wants you to
Mm-hmm.
reflect and think about how fast. So when in your life move so slow, when the right person comes into your life, things move fast. So that's what she's speaking about. It's like I don't think this is really a lesson for you, but it's more of like just her acknowledging y'all have things in
Yeah, we do.
common. And let me see, I'm trying to see what she's saying because she's not really talking with her mouth. I don't know how I know what she's saying, but I just know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like however she's speaking to me, it's like the best way to explain is like one or two words at a time. So I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
that just means that she's old, like super, super old now, as far as being deceased, but let me see. Using she's talking about using the elements around you. Because look, she's looking at like she's looking at the stars, she's looking at the sky, she's making a wish when she sees a shooting star. She's interacting with different elements, like the water element here.
Uh-huh.
This kind of gives me earth element here because you have like the money, the food, like root chakra energy, and the card is red, so
Mm-hmm.
that's root chakra.
Uh-huh.
Rejoicing, celebration, harmony. I feel like the message here is honestly, I'll ask her with the cards. What does she feel like her message is? Wow, the card on the bottom of the deck. Take a chance, roll the dice. I like that. I like that a lot. It's like, why stay unhappy when you don't have to?
Yeah.
And then also like the energy of like women who, because that could have been her to where she stayed with this man forever. I don't think she would have left him if he wouldn't have committed suicide, which is
Mm.
it's kind of sad because
It
think
is.
about back in the day how women we just would have to stay for financial reasons, and that actually
Yep.
makes sense with the story, right? What she was
Yep.
saying. It's like having to stay,
Yep.
but you're not thriving. You're just there because you have to be there. You got to feed your kids. You got to feed yourself.
Yep.
You got to and so what was I saying before that? I was going somewhere with that. Oh, she wouldn't have left him. So it kind of makes me sad, but at the same time she's saying like good things happen in due time, even though something might seem negative. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's a positive.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes things just work out mysteriously, and it's not to celebrate death, but it's like like a healthy separation that needed to take place, almost like a generational curse being broken.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me ask her, what is her message to you? Look, it's back on the bottom of the deck. What's your message? Why'd you come to Naima? Bless your heart, good old Southern Shade. Let me pause this. Uh-oh, you hear the music? Three niggas got hauled off in an ambulance. Hold on. Oh, I see the orb now. It's like right on your face.
Yeah.
I see it. Okay, where's your voice? Throat chakra is responsible for communication, self-expression, and the ability to speak your personal truth. So that's exactly what she was talking about. And then you got crashing out. I'm on lean. So I would say this would probably be that man. Obviously, he probably wouldn't be lean. It'd probably be like alcohol or something like that. The song
Yeah.
just said something about alcohol too.
Yeah.
Which would make sense, especially back in the day. A lot of men were coming home from like war and stuff like that, so they were really like mentally messed up, had
Had a
PTSD and
lot of
stuff like.
demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you also have Southern hospitality. So she definitely wants an offering.
Okay.
Um, Sweet tea and lemons, offering requests. Where's your hospitality? Family traditions are important to us elders. Do your research. I feel like this is somebody, if you research, you could find her because
Mm-hmm.
she was, remember, she was married to somebody who committed suicide. I don't know if they
Okay.
would document that type of thing back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
but if it could be documented, it was documented. So
Okay.
maybe even like through the census reports or something, because it shows like the household. So
Yeah.
if one year, because I think the census is like 10 years apart or 5 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
So if one year there's the head of household there, and then the next year he's not there, that could
Then
be
you can kind of
something.
tell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also that could just mean he died from anything. But like more specifically with the suicide, that's what I'm curious if they document that type of thing. But let me see if I can get a name for her.
Okay.
Oh, this is a real old name. Perline?
Berlin.
Perline. That's a real old name.
It is.
Perline. Okay, and I'm getting a nickname for the boy, Shorty, for the little boy.
Shorty.
Last name either like Diggs or Biggs. Diggs, Biggs, something like that, or something that would rhyme with something like that.
Okay.
Oh, this card came too. I didn't even see it. It was right on the side. Concerned female ancestor. So
Mm-hmm.
she's holding the greens. That's interesting. Cause yeah, we're definitely talking to a female ancestor. Concerned. I think the concern comes from like the whole situation itself. And then what I was saying as far as imagine had he not harmed himself, she probably still would have been
He
there.
was still been with them. Yeah.
Hmm. That's crazy though. That's kind of sad when you sit and think about it. She didn't really have no choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was forced to move on.
Yeah. And she was like she was forced to stay there, but she was forced to like move on, which I don't think was as hard. But
No.
we'll ask, let me see, what's the message? I'll put one tarot and see. Just because I want to have like a definitive, like, what's the message for you?
Hmm.
Just my interpretation of the situation. Hmm. Okay. What is your Miss Perlene? What's your message to Naima? One card. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll do this one on the top. So you got the Seven of Pentacles upright,
Hmm.
long term view, hard work, perseverance, diligence, sustainable results, and investment. Hmm. Regaining or losing control, mastery, choices, responsibility, myths, and secrets. Oh wow, I think this was a secret. I don't think people knew that he committed suicide. It's almost like she's telling you like
Oh.
this was a big, like this was like a big secret or something.
I can see that because back then I can see
Yeah, that
that.
would have been. I guess that would have been like embarrassing or something. And then for a woman
Hmm.
to not have a man in the household back then probably would have seemed like super like weird. It's like so many
It,
dynamics and layers to it
it
because it's
is.
not in
Yeah.
this current time and it was in the past. But
Hmm.
this is the interesting thing here. You get the throat chakra card. It's like remember I said at the beginning she didn't do her shadow work. She didn't get an opportunity
Yeah.
to. This makes
Hmm.
sense. Where's your voice? It's like she's speaking it to you now. So I
Yeah.
would recommend you do like just pray for
Okay.
her soul. I think that she died in a good frequency, but it's like how do you process something like that? Even if they did you wrong and stuff like that, it's still like a scary thing to like witness or because I feel like she
Uh-huh.
she was around when it happened. Maybe not
Hmm.
as soon as it happened, but they're sharing a home. That was like the
Yeah.
whole dream.
Hmm.
But since you didn't see a man in the dream, it's like, yeah, he probably was already transitioned at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like the message here is to use your voice as much as possible, like especially when it comes to like healing or when it comes to
Yeah.
like spirituality, things you've learned, any like because I feel like spirit is gonna continue sending people or sending different experiences your way to like really show you how much you're growing spiritually and how
Mhm.
strong like your mediumship abilities are coming in. But a huge part of this spiritual journey is using your voice. So there's many
Yeah.
ways to do this. I've talked to you about a couple of different ways, but like for this, I just feel like in whatever way, whether it's things from the past, whether it's things you want, like aspirations or whatever, never feel hesitant to speak your truth, even if
Yeah.
it's traumas, things which I feel like you have been doing a really good job because we've had a couple different conversations in your readings of like you sharing things like with your husband and stuff like that. And like I
Yeah.
think it's the growth and the healing is actually paying off because you're not holding it in anymore.
I agree. I agree.
And remember that dream I had that always comes back to me of like holding in a secret. Like,
Mhm.
look at this whole situation. Like, look at this. That's been
That
people been doing that
situation.
in your family for years. So that's why it was so easy for you to just be holding on, like just poker face, like
Yeah.
ain't shit wrong. But like
Mhm.
anybody looking at you would know something is wrong just because like it's like nothing behind the eyes, at that point of like how I was
Yeah.
experiencing you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe that's the message here. Just use your voice. And this also pertains to like your ancestors, talking to your ancestors. So like now that you
Mhm.
know who this person is, like I said, pray for them. um they do want an offering, so you can leave that offering. I can
Okay.
ask, is there anything else that she wants from you? Anything else you want from her? Look, family secrets being revealed. I think one was just revealed. That's crazy. Three
Yep.
ancestors present. Not more people trying to come out. Well, I will say we've talked about a total of three spirits.
Yeah.
I don't know if the kids would still be alive, so I can't say. I know we spoke kind of briefly spoke about the kids, but I would say this would be the husband, her, and the new husband because they kind of feel like this was so long ago that they will all be deceased. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, we're not talking to all of y'all now. I think she got the story good. She told us the story. But at least next time, if you have a dream about this again, you know, kind of like the backstory. So
Yeah, what's
similar
going
to
on?
yeah, so similar to like a meditation, start to like well, I guess you have to be consciously aware that you're dreaming, but sometimes you can do
Yeah.
this if like you go back in the dream and it's the same dream. You can sometimes like change like what you're doing in the dream, who you're talking to,
Okay.
who you're interacting with. So maybe try that and just try to mentally just document everything that you can because she could be trying to show you more. She's very like
Yeah.
slow to speak. So
Mhm.
that's why I'm telling you, you got to use your throat chakra because this helps. Like this
Yeah.
does help like the spirits in your bloodline too. It's like breaking a generational curse of like people holding on to those secrets. That type of stuff makes you sick, causes disease and stuff like that. Don't
Yeah.
hold secrets and especially other people shit. You know, people
Yeah.
traumatizing you. That's their shit. It's not your
Mhm.
shit. So I think that's the prayer for her, like to be able to allow her heart to, I'm hearing like to forgive him for doing that to himself.
Yeah.
What else is she saying? Hmm. Oh, you hear the music? Oh
Huh, what
God.
did you say?
Felt like I cheated the whole war that presidential. My heart would beat so damn fast. Never knowing this moment would bring another life into this world. Bring another life into this world.
Mhm.
Funny how shit come together. Stop! That's if you man enough. Hold on. That is like the perfect way to end the reading. Like he dropping shade on the other man. He said, did you hear what it said? I gotta run that part back. It's kind of hard to hear it because it's slow. But what the?
That's if you're on top of your game and man enough to handle real life situations,
Yes.
maybe on that dope money might not always be sufficient.
Mm.
Not a parcel service and you got the post.
Hold up. I think the other man was a drug dealer.
Wow.
He said feeding the baby off of dope money. I think
Wow.
he's spilling some tea, which will make sense
Yep.
because this car right here,
Crashing
which
out.
yeah,
Yep.
crashing out. This dope. Either this is like a bootlegger or somebody that's selling drugs. But I'm not getting like weed.
Yeah.
I'm getting like this has to be something to make a person mind. I don't know if he already had mental health issues, but like, yeah, that would make a lot of sense. That's crazy that the
Yeah.
song just said that. But yeah, he's like comparing himself. Now he's like, I'm gonna talk regardless. No, you're not, sir. I'm just saying a little bit of what the song was saying. But I'm gonna try
Wow.
messages channeled via dreams.
Wow.
Okay, let me ask them. Any final words of encouragement? Any final words of encouragement for her? We're gonna close out. Trap. Gullah Geechee.
I always get that card too.
Yep. So she would have been Gullah. Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, South
Yep.
Carolina. This one keep wanting to come out. Portals opening as you raise your vibration. You are seeing the situation accurately. So yeah, this is spot on. So yeah, so basically all of this is just a confirmation, more ancestry cards. That's just another confirmation. Let me see. Portals opening, messages channel. So I think as you continue to raise your vibration, more spirits are gonna. I think I've told you this already, and this is what is happening now. More spirits are stepping
Yeah.
forward. You're seeing the situation accurately, so those psychic abilities are coming through even stronger. So definitely trust yourself. Document everything, even if it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
make sense. Still document it in your docs
Uh-huh.
and with the date. Make sure you put the date or whatever. And of course, like any immediate feelings, like in the dream, if you felt like focus on what you saw, but also focus on what you felt, because that will also tell you a lot about what's happening in the dream. Okay.
And I have that tattoo, the eye.
Oh, you do? Wow.
I do.
Wowzers. Isn't this the Eye of Ra?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is very
No,
powerful.
well, yeah,
The
they
other
said the
one,
eye and the eye
Eye of
of
Horus.
Horus.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I think one is on the left, one is on the right. I can't remember which one this
Yeah,
is. But yeah, so this is and that's that symbol again. Look, that
it
swirl.
is. Wow.
Yeah. Oh wait, it's right here too.
It is. And then, yep, that's the
The
same one
three
that was on the
swirls
other card,
on the
the clairvoyance.
clairvoyance card. Let me see. Yeah, Claire. Let me see. I don't know what I did with that card, but yeah, it's on that Claire card. But yeah,
I,
definitely draw
that
that
card, right?
symbol.
That
Oh,
one.
it's up here.
No, I think you had it. It was at the top at first. I'm standing up, but maybe you moved it.
Yeah, I done moved that somewhere, I think. But yeah, you know what card I'm talking about.
Yeah,
But yes, this was very insightful.
it
Offering
was.
what to leave her. Also the prayer. Don't forget about the prayer because I think that would
Yeah,
definitely raise her vibration. I don't necessarily think she's in a low vibration, but you know how you get older, you start to like process all the trauma that you
yeah,
experienced. Even if you like move on and you're like, oh, I'm good, I healed from it. It's still like a part of you that still feels like a sense of darkness. So
Yeah.
that's the prayer. Like she
Okay.
doesn't want to feel darkness. She doesn't want to be haunted by because she feels like she could have did something, but she couldn't have.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like this is something he wanted to do. So that's the prayer. You can even write it. You can write it and like leave it on the altar, or you can just like say it out loud. It's like whatever, however you want
Okay.
to go about it.
Okay.
But yes, this was your reading. Do you have any more questions for me?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for booking, Naima. And
You're welcome.
thank you to the no problem. Thank you to the spirits who stepped forward. You guys may go back to the spirit realm. Goodbye. All right, Naima. I will talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye.